Before we start, I want to make something very clear. This video is not about attacking real estate agents and it's not shaming anyone. It's definitely not about ego. This video is about protecting sellers because one of the biggest mistakes sellers make before their home ever hits the market. It happens in your living room, at the kitchen table, during the first listing appointment. That mistake is believing promises instead of verifying facts. If you're thinking about selling your home or sold a home before, you probably already experienced this. You've had agents come through your door and every single one of them told you something slightly different. One said your home sell in a weekend, another said buyers would line up, and another gave you a price that felt exciting, and another said commission didn't really matter. And the hardest part, they all sounded confident. So how is a seller supposed to know who is telling the truth? And this is where sellers get in trouble because confidence without proof is just marketing. Hi, my name is Rima Rafe with eXp Realty here in Santa Clarita Valley. And today we are going to talk about something sellers don't hear enough. Why some agents promise the moon, why sellers fall for it, how that choice quietly costs you money, and most importantly, how to protect yourself by looking at what actually matters: track records, review, and real performance. So let's start with the uncomfortable truth. In real estate, some agents will do almost anything to sign a listing. They will promise a higher price than the market supports. They will downplay challenges. They will avoid hard conversation, and they will agree with everything you say. And in the moment, that feels good because selling a home is emotional, it's personal, it's tied to your future. And when someone validates your hopes, it feels reassuring. But here's the reality sellers need to understand. Some agents are more excited about getting your listing than they are about selling your home. And you may be asking why? Because a listing gives them visibility and it gives them a sign in the yard and marketing material. And it gives them leverage with buyers and it definitely gives them something to advertise even if it never sells. And that creates a dangerous misalignment because your goal is to sell your home for the best possible outcome. Their short-term goal may simply be to get the listing. And this is where overpricing comes in. Overpricing is the most common promise agents make to win a listing. And the sellers fall for it because it sounds like confidence. But overpricing is not confidence, it's avoidance. Avoidance of hard conversations. And here's what sellers need to know. Homes do not get discovered at higher prices over time. They get ignored. So the first 2 weeks on the market are the most important. That's when buyers are watching. That's when agents are bringing their strongest clients. And that's when your home has momentum. If your home is overpriced during that window, buyers don't think your home is special and they don't think the seller is realistic. And once that perception forms, it's very hard to change. Price reductions don't reset buyer psychology. They confirm suspicion. This is why homes that start too high often sell for less than they would have if they were priced correctly from day one. Now let's talk about low commission promises because this is the second way sellers get misled. Some agents promise you a higher price and a lower commission. That combination should immediately make you pause because selling a home properly costs money. Professional photography, video, marketing, advertising, time, availability, negotiation, and when commission is cut aggressively, something else is cut too. And it's usually effort, exposure, or follow through. Discounted listings often receive weaker marketing, slower responses, less urgency, and less negotiation power. And buyers notice. Buyers can tell when a listing is weak. They can feel in the photos, they can feel in the response time, they can feel it in the lack of urgency. And when buyers sense weakness, they push harder for lower offers, for more credits, and for more demands. This is why low commission listings don't just sit, they often sell for less. Not because of the fee itself, but because of what the fee represents. Now let's talk about the billboard effect, because this is real and sellers don't talk enough about it. For some agents, the sign in the yard is the win. It creates brand exposure and attracts buyers' calls and generates future business. But exposure does not equal execution. A sign does not sell a home. Strategy sells a home. This is why sellers must ask themselves a critical question. Is this agent excited to list my home or excited to sell my home? Those are not the same thing. And now let's talk about how sellers can actually protect themselves, because this is where reviews and track record come in. Promises are easy. Anyone can promise anything. Performance, on the other hand, is harder. Instead of asking an agent what they think your home is worth, ask them what homes like yours have actually sold for and what role they have played in that sale. Ask them how many listings they've sold in the past year, and ask them how long their listings stayed in the market and how often their listings sell at or above asking price. And you can ask how they handle homes that don't sell in the first 2 weeks. And most importantly, read the reviews. Not just the star rating, the words. Do past clients have mentioned communication? Honestly, have they mentioned problem solving? And have they mentioned what strategy they implemented to sell their home? Because reviews tells how an agent behaves when things do not go perfectly, and that's when you really need them. A strong track record is not about volume alone, it's about consistency. Agents who sell home regularly know how to price correctly. They know how to generate urgency, and they do know how to negotiate. They know how to pivot when the market shifts. And agents without a track record rely on promises. Now let's talk about the hardest truth for sellers. The best agent for you may not be one who tells you the highest number. In fact, the best agent is often the one who tells you something you do not want to hear, but can back it up with data, experience, and results. They will explain the risks, they will explain the strategy, they'll explain what happens if plan A does not work. That doesn't feel exciting in the moment, but it protects you. Selling a home is one of the largest financial decisions you'll ever make. You do not need hype, you need clarity. So let me leave you with this. Do not hire an agent based on promises. And don't hire an agent based on commission alone. And don't hire an agent just you feel they're confident that they know what they're doing. Hire an agent based on proof. Proof of performance, proof of strategy, proof of communication, and definitely proof of results. Because in real estate, the truth sells homes, not promises. If you're thinking about selling your home and want an honest conversation about pricing, strategy, and how to actually get your home sold, I would love to help. This is Rima Rafay with the Rafay Group with the XP Realty, and we'll see you in the next video.